The fans have been here all day long trying to catch a glimpse of their favorite Supercross rider, including 5-time AMA Supercross champion, the one everyone is here to see, Ricky Carmichael. Also on the bill, the 2006 World Supercross GP champion. He is number 7, James Stewart. But tonight, the big story revolves around this guy. Chad Reed is nursing a shoulder injury. The big question, whether he will race tonight or not. One of the new names with the big boys is number 8, the 2-time Supercross Lights champion Grant Langston in his new blue colors with Yamaha. And number 14, the 2005 Anaheim winner, Kevin Windham. It's the biggest show on 2 wheels, and you will see it live. It's Supercross racing from Anaheim. This is the Progressive Direct pre-race show. Welcome to Angel Stadium. I'm Christophe Pourcel. You know, every form of motorsports has its one elite event. For NASCAR, it's the Daytona 500. For sports car racing, the 24-hour of Le Mans. For open wheel, it's the Indianapolis 500. For motocross, this is that event, and you have a front row seat to all of it. For the next 3.5 hours, we will show you every moment on the track. We will take you behind the scenes where you will hear from some of the stars, including Ricky Carmichael, including James Stewart, and as a special treat, the King of Supercross, Jeremy Mcgrath, will be stopping by to visit. As you can tell, the fireworks are going on. The opening ceremonies have begun. It is complete electricity and intensity. The track behind me, though, that is where the true stories are going to take place, and Speed will have it all. Aaron Bates and myself will be down in the pits, and calling the races tonight, veteran motorsports broadcaster Ralph Shaheen and former Supercross champion Jeff Emig. Guys, the big question, what's going on tonight with Chad Reed?
Hey everybody, welcome to a very exciting night here for Supercross fans and for all of us here at Speed, live from Anaheim 1. What a buzz it is. Chad Reed, injured earlier this week while testing in preparation for this big race. He suffered a stress fracture to his right shoulder blade and a chipped collarbone. Now, the question became, would he be able to ride? Well, he came out for practice number 1. He was 14th fastest, and he only said he rode about 10% of how quick he could have gone here tonight. But the big question, even though he sat out practice number 2, would he race? We talked to him earlier.
I mean, I have to ride. I want to win a Supercross title, and you know, sitting in the stands tonight ain't gonna get it done. So I need to go out there and do what I can. You know, whether that's 1 point or, you know, more than that will be even better. So you know, I'm here to try to win a title, and that's what I'm gonna do. You know, I'm gonna go out there, try to get as many points as possible, and stay smooth, stay on 2 wheels, and whatever comes of that, I'll be happy.
Last year, Chad Reed lost the AMA Supercross Championship by just 3 points. So, Jeff Emig, if he's going to win the championship this year, he really has to gut out a performance here tonight, doesn't he?
Well, he does, but Chad Reed is a warrior, and he understands how valuable only a couple of points could be. Last year, he lost the AMA Championship by just a couple, and if he can get 1, 2, 3, 4 points tonight, that's all he needs.
Of course, a lot of attention will be focused on the greatest of all time. They call him GOAT, Ricky Carmichael. This is his last Anaheim 1 event, and he's never won this race. It's the only thing missing from his resume, Jeff. How much pressure is he putting on himself tonight to win?
Well, Ricky's won every event on the AMA schedule, motocross, supercross, except for Anaheim 1. This is his last opportunity. I talked to him earlier. He feels great. He feels better than he ever has on the bike. He thinks his training is the best that it's ever been. So if there's, this is it. This is his one shot.
James Stewart is the reigning World Supercross GP champion, but he has not won the AMA title yet, and that championship chase begins right here tonight at Anaheim 1. Everybody in the media, the fans, the racing industry has said this is the man that will replace Ricky Carmichael. Does that quest begin here tonight?
Well, I think it does. You know, James Stewart is so fast. He was over a second a lap faster than Ricky in practice. And what we've seen is, over the past years, is James has a problem of finishing every race on 2 wheels. So if he can finish every main event this year without crashing, he'll be the champion.
Now let's introduce you to the 4th member of our broadcast crew here at Speed in Anaheim, Aaron Bates.
Well, thank you guys. All the anticipation and all the hype of Anaheim one, it's finally here. The electricity that's buzzing through the air down here is so intense, it's actually making all the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. The crowd behind me, all the fans, they're chanting and cheering for their favorite rider, and all the riders who were friends on the track earlier this afternoon are now competitors. They're just waiting for this gate to drop here at the Angel Stadium. Krista?
All right, thanks a lot, Erin. And I know what you mean about the hair on the back of your neck standing up. For me, it's because of the hype, it's because of the electricity, and because it's cold. But the action is about to heat up. All the opening ceremonies will continue. Also coming up, it's his Anaheim swan song. What is next for the greatest of all time, Ricky Carmichael?
Stand alone. You let your sting down inside me. I'm not dying for it.
This January, you're invited to the most anticipated event of the year, the Barrett-Jackson Collector Car Auction.
It's going to be the year of first this year.
Only on Speed.
An amazing mosaic of feature cars, 6 days of live TV.
Experience the thrill. Log on to speedtv.com to make your Haggerty fantasy bid.
Come on, people!
Barrett-Jackson begins January 16th only on Speed. Presented by Haggerty Collector Car Insurance.
Is this what your insurance company thought when you told them you had saddlebags? At Progressive Direct, we know motorcycles. That's why the Progressive Group is the largest motorcycle insurance provider in the country. Visit Progressive.com or call 1-800-746-4881.
Joe Coy just got the new Ant mobile phone. It's pay as you go. All right, there's no commitment. Just 10 cents a minute to talk? I mean, come on. It is the only pay-as-you-go phone with live TV and radio. This phone can do anything. Ooh. You're bad. You're bad.
The new Honda Rincon. Independent rear suspension with a fuel-injected 700 class power plant. It's our biggest, baddest ATV ever. Nothing can stop it. Well, almost nothing. The new, more powerful Honda Rincon.
For decades, certain half-tons came with a 4-speed automatic. You asked for a 6-speed automatic. Happy birthday. Available on the all-new full-size Tundra. Learn more at Toyota.com.
The ring gear on many half-tons out there is this big. The one you want is this big. How you like them apples? Available on the all-new full-size Tundra. Learn more at Toyota.com.
Speed's coverage of the Amped Mobile AMA Supercross Series live from Anaheim is brought to you by Progressive Direct. Call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE or visit Progressive.com for a free quote.
Angel Stadium is located just a few miles from Disneyland. Tonight, it's home to more thrills and spills than any old roller coaster. Welcome back to the Progressive Direct pre-race show. Opening ceremonies continuing to go on behind me. This event is the biggest. Anaheim 1, always the biggest event. This year, the importance of that event has been elevated because it is Ricky Carmichael's final Anaheim appearance. Look at all of the numbers, look at all of the things he has won. But as Ralph mentioned at the top of the show, he has never won the opening round at Anaheim. There's a reason he's called the GOAT, greatest of all time. Now he readies for his next challenge.
And Ricky Carmichael is the Amped Mobile AMA Supercross champion once again.
You go out like this. Hard to talk.
It happens so fast too. You know, you win races, you win these titles, and you want to grasp onto it and hold it, and before you know it, you're starting testing for the next season, and it's gone. You know, it's short-lived. But now everything's kind of coming back to me, realizing what I've accomplished, and it's a tremendous feeling.
Oh, Mcgrath couldn't do the triple. Did not do the triple. Here comes Carmichael, takes the lead. Incredible. Oh yeah, Ricky knows it. Here he comes to the finish line jump. He wins it in Phoenix.
Obviously this year taking on a little different role within the team and really testing the bikes and helping, you know, Ryan Dungey, and he's our lights rider, and then obviously Ivan Tedesco, the supercross and motocross rider that we have. He's got a lot of potential. I think this needs to be his breakout year. I think he's got a great chance to do it, and just really focusing in on that when I'm done racing, you know, the supercrosses I'm going to race, and making the bike as good as it can be, and at least to where we know that it's the best one out there, hands down.
Ricky Carmichael takes the win in Vancouver's BC place.
And it gives us great privilege and pleasure today to announce that he is a new member of our MB2 Motorsports race team. So congratulations, Ricky.
I've been fortunate enough to sign a NASCAR deal with MB2 Motorsports. Very excited about it. You know, it's been a long process talking with teams and finally landing a great deal. I'm very excited about it. They've shown a lot of commitment for me in the program to get me to someday being at the top level, and that's the Nextel Cup. It's just a great opportunity, something I'm very happy about, and a new challenge that I look forward to. I love that industry, and you know, obviously this is my love, but looking forward to a new challenge.
We talked about how the fans have been here all day. The pits, as they're known, the paddock area, look at all of those fans. That was earlier today outside the Suzuki tent where Ricky Carmichael was signing autographs. Our Aaron Bates caught up with him.
Well, he's got more accolades than any other racer in Supercross history for the exemption of one, and that's the win of Anaheim 1. Ricky, what would it mean to you to take Anaheim win on your final attempt here racing at the Angel Stadium?
Oh, it'd be amazing. You know, that's one win that I haven't had, one of many wins. And you know what? Hey, it isn't going to make or break my career. So we're here to have a good time. I am defending champion from last year, the AMA Supercross. So I need to be here for this first race. And I'm looking forward to racing. And like I said, it's not going to make or break my career or what I've accomplished and what I haven't done. I want to be safe and put on a good race for the fans.
Ricky Carmichael, keep your eye on him as he looks to put an Anaheim 1 win to his list of accomplishments.
All right, thanks, Aaron. No one more competitive, no one nicer than Ricky Carmichael. Opening ceremonies continuing. That is a shot live of Ricky Carmichael waiting for his name to be introduced. Coming up, the king of Supercross, Jeremy Mcgrath, joins me live here on Speed.
What if you were pulled from the amateur ranks and given the opportunity of a lifetime? A multi-world champion team manager, the greatest of all time for a mentor, Suzuki's best ever 254 stroke, a team who wants it as bad as you do. The Ramsey 250, how far could you take it?
Welcome back to the Progressive Direct pre-race show from Angel Stadium in Anaheim. That's Ricky Carmichael, the greatest of all time, getting ready to compete in his final race at Anaheim. He goes over, hugs his mother, hugs his teammates. This is a very emotional time. The fans here in the stands are just loving this because this is their last chance to see quite possibly one of the greatest Supercross racers of all time. Well, Southern California is the headquarters of Supercross. Teams and manufacturers are located here. A lot of the riders live near here, but only one can truly say this is his address. You see, this is the house that Jeremy Mcgrath built. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of his career numbers. Jeremy Mcgrath, the king of Supercross, a 7-time Supercross champion, 72 career Supercross wins, 84 overall wins. He retired from full-time racing in 2003, and we are honored to have here on our set Jeremy Mcgrath with us. Jeremy, welcome.
Thank you, Kristen.
Great to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. How you doing?
Not too bad. So what's going on? I mean, do you miss it when you look at those numbers? You hear all this hype going on right now behind us. Do you miss it?
You know what? Anaheim's a great place. I've had a lot of great wins here and a lot of success, and it's home, you know? So, yeah, of course I miss it. But at the same time, you know, I've kind of been toying with it the last few years, kind of part-time, racing a few races here and there. And, I mean, to be here and to be not racing, really, I'm kind of relieved, to be honest.
Well, you've been real busy. I mean, you still work with the Honda riders. You do a lot of testing. I mean, it's not like you're just kind of hanging out on the couch. You're still very involved in Supercross.
Yeah, that's a good part. I mean, I've had a lot of time. I have a lot of time to myself, but I have a lot of great times with Honda now. I'm working with Andrew and working with Davey and working with some of the guys on the team, able to help kind of behind the scenes, and I still get to ride the great bikes. So most importantly, the racing for me is on the back burner now, but all the other stuff's still so much fun, and I'm having a great time.
You mentioned Andrew and Davey, that short and Millsaps. What about Ricky Carmichael? All of this going on behind us. What do you think about what he's doing and then how the fans are getting behind him?
Well, I think Ricky's an amazing athlete. You know, it's we were obviously when I was. I'm a little bit older than him, of course, so when he was coming up, I was a fan because he's such a little kid, he's so fast, he's winning everything, and when he came up and challenged me for the title, and it took him a little while to get going, and then when he finally beat me, you know, that was a hard pill to swallow, but Ricky's a great guy, his family's great, he's got a good group of people behind him, and I mean, he deserves all the accolades. He's a great rider, and he's put a lot of work into it, and it's paid off. So I'm proud of him.
What some of the fans may not know at home, you and Ricky are actually tied for Anaheim wins with 8. So should he win tonight, he's going to break that record. So are you rooting for him or a little bit against him?
You know what? I'm always rooting for him. I mean, I have Anaheim's been great for me, and if Ricky can get 8 wins at Anaheim, then good for him. He's got I still got another record that he won't ever get, so I'm still okay.
That's right. That
always, and Happy New Year to you.
All right, Happy New Year to you.
Okay.
Jeremy Mcgrath passed the torch to Ricky Carmichael. Well, then Ricky Carmichael, I guess you could say, passed the torch to the next guy we're going to hear from. That would be James Stewart. Opening ceremonies continue here at Angel Stadium in Anaheim. We will hear from James Stewart when the Progressive Direct pre-race show continues here on Speed.
Riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty, catch me riding dirty. So loud, I'm swinging, they hoping that
Angel Stadium, accustomed to hosting winners, home of the 2002 Major League Baseball champions. Tonight, it's home to these fans and the greatest motocross riders in the world. These fans have been here all day long. The pits open up at noon. The racing doesn't even start till 7:30. They are dedicated and loyal. They will be here all night. We hope you will be here all night as well, because for the next 3 hours and change, we will have all of the Supercross action that is about to take place behind me. The opening ceremonies just finished up. Some of the riders doing some interviews in-house, and then the racing will start. Taking a look at the numbers of James Stewart. Look at that, 11 career Supercross wins, 18 career Supercross Lights wins, the most of anyone all time. He is a 2-time Supercross Lights champion. James Stewart, winning is nothing new for him. Earlier today, he caught up with Aaron Bates.
Well, the defending world champ, he's proven that he's got the speed, the skill, and the talent and the right equipment, but in the past couple of years, he's lacked a little bit of patience. James, this is your 3rd year in the Supercross class. Do you think that the 3rd year is going to be the lucky one for you?
I hope so. I feel really good today in practice, and it should be good. You just got to get through the first race and just keep my head going. You know, we got a goal at the end of the season, and we just got to keep chipping at it and see what happens.
Now, a little bit tougher luck this year in the world rounds, especially in Toronto. Your ankle has been injured. How are you feeling at this point?
I mean, I'm good. I'm 100%. I think the world rounds kind of woke me up a little bit. I felt like I was ready to go, but apparently I wasn't. So I go back home and work through the holidays, and I feel good. So we should see what happens.
Keep your eye on lucky number 7 as he's motivated to come in here and take a win, as he did here last year at Anaheim 1.
All right, thanks, Aaron. That's right. He is the defending Anaheim champ from the opening round. We want you to clue in and ask the Kawasaki Speed Poll, who has the best chance of winning the Supercross main tonight? There are your choices: Ricky Carmichael, James Stewart, Chad Reed, or the rest of the field. That would be option D. Log on to speedtv.com to vote, or text your answer to Speed 3. The riders have their game faces on. The heat races are about to start. We're going to wrap up the talking and get to the racing when we come back here on Speed.
Speed's coverage of the Amp Mobile AMA Supercross Series live from Anaheim is brought to you by Progressive Direct. Call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE or visit progressive.com for a free quote.
Training camp begins Monday. NASCAR Preseason Thunder. Catch a full month of coverage exclusively on Speed. Sunday night on the Speed Report. Will Jimmy Johnson be ready to race the Rolex 24 at Daytona? Plus, which Supercross superstar stole the show in Anaheim? The Speed Report. Sunday night, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, only on Speed.
What if you were pulled from the amateur ranks and given the opportunity of a lifetime? A multi-world champion team manager, the greatest of all time for a mentor, Suzuki's best ever 254 stroke, a team who wants it as bad as you do. The Ramsey 250. How far could you take it?
Just give it an eye.
Direct pre-race show from Angel Stadium in Anaheim. That was just a little taste of what we've had so far tonight in the opening ceremonies, but still plenty more to come. Ralph Shaheen and Jeff Emig have our bird's eye view. Guys, what do we expect tonight?
Well, Krista, as we've said, this is a race that fits all the cliches in this form of motorsport competition. This is the granddaddy of all Supercross events. Jeff, you've been in the starting gate for the main event here at Anaheim. Just how intense is it inside the helmet?
Well, it is. It's so intense because there's been months of training, testing, practicing. All of the guys on the team, the trainers, all the effort that the families and everybody have put into it, this is where it counts.
Well, we're getting ready to drop the opening gate to begin the night, but before we do that, let's show you what the racetrack looks like from the rider's perspective. Earlier, Jeff had the opportunity, with the help of Troy Adams, who carried an onboard camera for us, to take a look at the racetrack here tonight at Anaheim 1.
Here we're fortunate to start a lap of practice with Troy Adams. This will be the second turn off the start. There's a couple of tricky sections through here with some on-offs, some 4-foot singles. Going to do it a couple different ways. Troy's going in a 1-2-1, jumping into this, what's going to be a really tricky sand section, especially as it gets rougher. This triple out of the turn, he makes it pretty clean. As the race goes on, that is going to be a really tough section. Make another right here by home plate, up over a really steep triple into what's going to be super tough whoop section. As the moisture comes up tonight and the edges develop, that whoop section is going to be, it'll be tough. Come around, got a nice fun double here into a right-hand bowl. This is the whoop section here that's going to make or break the race. Watch guys in practice. Some guys are going really fast, some guys are going really slow. Make a right hand over the finish line. And that's your lap of practice with Troy Adams.
Ricky Carmichael told me earlier today he thinks it was one of the toughest tracks he's seen in a long time. And here's the challenge that lies ahead to get into tonight's main event, our Supercross 411. 2 heats each in Supercross and Supercross Lights. Top 9 go straight to the main. There's one last chance qualifier in each class. There will be a 22-rider, 15-lap main for Supercross Lights, and Christophe Pourcel, a 20-rider, 20-lap main event for the Supercross class.
We can hardly wait. Few events can produce the kind of energy that you will see here tonight. The action is just about to start. We're going to stop the talking. We're going to get to the riding. It is time to ride. The Supercross Lights competitors, the future stars, are going to get things kick-started. Heat number 1 is next here on Speed.
Welcome back to Anaheim Anaheim, California. We are coming to you live from Angel Stadium. The fans are pumped up because we are about to begin the 34th season of AMA Supercross Racing. Hi, everybody. Once again, I'm Ralph Shaheen alongside former Supercross champion Jeff Emig. We're going to be joined all night long by Aaron Bates and Christophe Pourcel, who will be covering the action for us down on the floor here in Angel Stadium. But the heat number one for Supercross Lights West Coast is just about set to get underway. And here's our up close. It'll be 6 laps, 20 riders, top 9 going to the main, 10 to 20 going on to the last chance qualifier. Here's Aaron Bates with the Progressive Direct pre-race report.
Well, guys, it's hard to believe that number 24 of Josh Grant behind me is actually on the starting line. Just 15 minutes before opening ceremonies, he decided that he's going to race tonight. He went down extremely hard in practice in the whoops. He stayed down for quite some time. He went up and got evaluated at the Doc Bodner Medics unit. He asked him to go to the local hospital to get further evaluation. He's bruised, he's battered, but blood, sweat, and tears is what it's going to take in this game.
Thank you, Aaron. Let's take a look at our Dunlop starting grid. Some good names in this one. Christopher Gosselaar, we saw a lot of great racing out of Chris Gosselaar last year.
Yeah, he was fantastic on the Kawasaki. Biggest name here, world champion Christophe Pourcel, racing for the first time here in the AMA Championship.
And a good look at the rest of the starting grid. And what's it like on the starting grid here in Anaheim for these youngers in this? Well, let's get ready for the start here. Gate about to drop. Boy, it's going to be tough because a handful of riders already thrown off the racetrack as we get this one underway with the first heat of the night.
Jason Lawrence, Yamaha Troy,
getting the whole shot and then problems for Lawrence.
Not a good way to start the year there. Great hole shot, ended up, he must have cased that triple coming in there, Ralph, after the sand section.
That puts Jake Weimer out front on bike number 73.
Weimer's team expects some big things out of him. He's been really good out at the Honda track here lately, and this is just where he needs to be at this point of the year.
There's Gosselaar on the 102. We talked about him earlier. Right now, he's chasing down Matt Lemoyne on the 630. That's the finish line jump.
I'll tell you, Ralph, the track is perfect right now at this stuff because Durworks gets the track all fixed up. First couple laps of the first lights heat, the track is awesome, and it'll deteriorate as the race goes on tonight.
Challenge for second place here. Here comes Chris Gosselaar on the 102, the Kawasaki rider. Trying to get Lemoyne. He goes to the inside. Can't get the pass done there.
Gosselaar being a veteran of the lights class, and this is Lemoyne's very first Supercross here.
Over the big triple and into the whoops. And you said earlier today the whoops are going to be a big challenge here tonight.
Yeah, the main line is going down the right-hand side there, but it gets, when I was looking at it, it's going to get so deep and so rutted that the guys are going to want to move out to the left a little bit. This is the whoop section that I think is going to make or break the race. In practice, James Stewart in the Supercross class was flying through there like it was flat. Unbelievable.
Chris Gosselaar was such a great story last year. Oh, he's really trying to get inside of Lemoyne there, but Lemoyne just does not give him enough room to get the pass completed. Gosselaar began the year last year sweeping floors, ended up with a ride, and put himself into contention to win a Supercross Lights championship. And now, because of the great ride he put on, he's got himself a full ride for the year. Oh, a bit of a bobble there, though. That's going to cost him big.
Well, Gosselaar, in last year's series, he gave it everything he had, and that's what Mitch Payton demands out of his racers over there in Pro Circuit.
Oh, one rider off hard just before the whoop section. That's Kyle Partridge out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and he went down hard.
You know, this triple here had a really steep face and a really pointed landing ramp. I would have to say that he probably came up short there.
Oh, Gosselaar stuffs inside of Lemoyne and gets a pass done. That moves him into second.
Well, there's a nice learning lesson there in your first lights heat race. Don't leave the inside open.
Lemoyne now drops back to third, and he's got Grant closing in on him on the 24. Here comes Grant. hard after him. Oh, and Gosselaar goes down.
Well, as I mentioned, Ralph, there's a sand section and then a triple jump going into that turn. For the lights riders to get cleanly through the sand and then get the drive and the height and distance they need going into that turn is going to be really tough. And it looks like it's already gotten tough here in the very first heat race.
Josh Grant on the red Honda number 24, closing in on the 630 of Lemoyne.
Lemoyne's got to be pumped here. He's racing with the best lights riders that there is.
Well, he left the door open again, and this time it's Grant that slides by on the inside.
You know, before practice started, that whoop section looked pretty easy, pretty basic, but for some reason it's really given the riders a lot of problems tonight.
As the names scroll across the top of your screen, those highlighted by green have transfer position straight to the main event. Those in red are still hoping to move up. Remember, the top 9 out of the heats go straight to the main. 10 on back will get one final shot at a transfer spot in tonight's last chance qualifier.
And we see Christophe Pourcel from France, the MX2 world champion, sneaking up behind Lemoyne here. This kid is an amazing rider. Word on the street, he'll be here next year riding for the Pro Circuit team.
That's him on the 377, the green machine right behind Lemoyne. That's Lemoyne in the blue and white 630. What is it that Pourcel does so well?
He's just a talented motocross and supercross racer. He's one of the French kids that grew up watching the Paris Supercross and dreaming of coming here to the U.S. Now this is his first chance, and he's going to make the best of it. And also, his older brother is, world championship caliber racer also. So a great family, just like the Gosselaars are.
Jake Weimer, we haven't seen much of the 73. That's because he's been out front, leading this one. Once Jason Lawrence went down after getting the whole shot, Weimer took over the lead, and he's on his way on the last lap here, taking the win in heat number 1 in the Supercross Lights West Coast season opener.
I tell you what, sometimes the riders, they put up a fuss about not getting enough TV time, but it's just fine if you're out front winning the race.
Making his way to the finish line jump. Jake Weimer wins heat number 1 of the West Coast season opener. Grant's going on to the main event. Lemoyne, Pourcel, they'll go as well. Remember, it's the top 9 that goes straight to the main. Papaglia will join them there. The rest of the riders, Chris Gosselaar just sneaking through, even though he fell down. He'll go on to the main event, and then 10th on through will go to the last chance qualifier and have one final shot at getting into tonight's main event. Here's Jake Weimer. He'll go back and talk to his mechanics and get himself ready for tonight's main event. Well, it's a bumpy start. Let's watch the crash as the gate dropped.
Well, if you're lined up there on the inside, you get a good jump. The middle kind of pushes over, you get pinched off. These guys catches the tough block there, and once you catch a wheel on that, it just hooks you and takes you down.
Kyle Partridge had a rough landing as well. That was Vuillemin that went down on the 987, but here's Partridge.
What was odd is Pourcel actually cased that triple jump also. He ended up going forward. Partridge went off the bike.
Here are the 9 riders that will transfer out of tonight's Heat 1 opener straight to the main event. Jason Lawrence, who held the early lead and then crashed, gets up, gets going. He gets 8th. He's going on to the main event. Let's head downstairs, Aaron Bates.
I tell you, Jake Weimer racing his own race out there, making it look way too easy. Jake, you got your rookie season over and done with last year. What has it done for your confidence coming into 2007?
It's been great. Last year was a learning year for me, and that's exactly what I did. I went out there and I learned how to do it, and this year I hired a trainer, and I've really been working my butt off, and so is the team, the So Be No Fear, Samsung Mobile, Honda, Napster, Amsoil. Everybody's been working so hard. I'm just happy to start it off this way, so it's good.
Jake Weimer, your winner, heat number 1.
We'll be right back to Anaheim for heat 2 after this.
In Cobank, can you hear this feeling?
coverage of the Amped Mobile AMA Supercross Series live from Anaheim is brought to you by Progressive Direct. Call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE or visit progressive.com for a free quote. By Honda, the company that defines performance in motorcycles, ATVs, personal watercraft, and scooters. By Amped Mobile, go to amped.com and entertain yourself. And by Toyota, moving forward. Welcome back to Anaheim, getting ready for heat number 2 now, the Supercross Lights West Coast season opener. That's Dusty Klatt in the 344. A lot of Kawasaki fans sporting the green. A lot of fans in general having a big time here in Anaheim. The party has been going on here all day long. The gates opened at noon for the fans to come in, and they have been all over this stadium ever since the doors opened. Once again, up close for Supercross Lights Heat 2. Exactly the same thing as Heat number 1 as far as how many riders and how many are going. But Ryan Villopoto is in this one, and we're really looking forward to watching him tonight, Krista.
Yeah, guys, something else we want to talk about, the pit boards. Their props are used for the mechanics to keep track of the rider times. They're also used to send birthday messages. If you just saw Happy Birthday Davo, that's for David Guzman, who is the son of mechanic Ramon Guzman, who is the mechanic for his other son, Andrew Guzman, who rides the 791 Kawasaki. So a little birthday message. I mean, usually they're used for the lap times, and I'm sure it'll get used for that also at some course tonight.
All right, Kristen, thanks for the Progressive Direct pre-race support. And now time for a Dunlop starting grid for heat number 2. And as we mentioned, Ryan Villopoto is in this one. A lot of people think he might win the championship this year. Martin Davalos already a winner this year, winning a round up in Canada, one of the preseason rounds for the Supercross Lights class.
Yeah, Martin had a great race up there, but this is Anaheim 1, and all of the Lights riders are here. I'm looking for some big things out of Josh Hill, rookie Lights rider, so we'll see how this one plays out.
30-second board is up. She will turn it sideways, leave the racetrack, and we'll get set to go racing. There is Ryan Villopoto, the reigning outdoor champion.
Everybody says he's the next Ricky Carmichael, so we'll see.
Even looks a lot like him. There's the onboard camera. Troy Adams is carrying it for us tonight.
We'll probably have a little bit different look here than we did on the practice lap.
And Ryan Villopoto on the 51 gets the whole shot, but he quickly loses the lead to Josh Hansen.
Tell you what, that was a great start by Troy Adams. He was pretty good about halfway out of the gate. Got pinched a little, but second place.
Troy Adams on the 34 carrying that helmet cam. There you see him trying to catch up to Hansen's already opening up a big lead. Now here comes Villopoto on that green Kawasaki, sliding up into third.
Well, Hansen is no stranger to a heat race win. This kid can ride a motorcycle really fast, but he's got number 51 behind him, who's the favorite for all of the Lights championships this year.
Here comes Villopoto inside of Adams, right up into second place, just that quickly.
Nice move there. Villopoto closed off the inside a little bit, so Adams didn't have a shot at him. That 180 turn there before the whoops is wide open, so could be some good block passes there tonight.
Now let's see how quickly he can reel in Josh Hansen. And Hansen really had a rough year last year. A lot of people expected him to have an outstanding season, but he was injured a lot last year.
He was injured. There was just a lot of crazy things happened to him, but looks like he's got a good start to 2007. You've seen that turn there. This is the second light seed. The track's still pretty new. This will probably be the best that it'll be all night. A couple of small grooves will form in the bull turns and and in the 180s. So I look for the very best lap time out of the Lights qualifying to come out of this race.
A cool evening here tonight. How will that keep the track conditions?
Well, as it gets a little bit colder, a little more moisture will come up, and you'll see where the soil is really light. That's going to be where it's the hardest, and where it's darker, that's where it's going to have a little more traction, a little more mulch to it. It's those light spots that are going to get really slippery.
We continue to watch the battle for the lead between Hansen on the 100 and Villopoto on the green 51 closing in. Remember, as the names scroll across the top of your screen, those in red are still out of a transfer spot. The top 9 who hold the direct transfers to the main will be illuminated in green.
Last lap, Villopoto was a half a second faster. It looks like
he's caught him.
So far, he's been about a half a second faster this lap, too.
Villopoto trying to get inside for the lead. He's got the pass.
Josh Hansen didn't put up much of a fight. He just had a bad position, being way off to the left, going into that turn.
What do you like about Villopoto's riding style?
He's just a hard charger. He trains with a good friend of mine, Randy Lawrence, and I'm telling you, he works him so hard. And Ryan's the kid that whatever Randy throws at him, he can do it. And so he's just a tough kid. And all throughout his amateur career, he had a lot of very heated battles with Mike Alessi. And now he's really putting it together here as a lights rider.
This is a battle for 4th position. The 141 on the green bike, that's Steve Boniface. And right behind him comes Martin Davalos, the rider that won the roundup in Toronto, Canada, in the Rogers Center. Boniface on the 141 holds down 4th position right now. Behind them is the 48 of Kyle Chisholm, rounding out. He's actually in 6th place. Boniface, Davalos, Chisholm, 4, 5, and 6. And Troy Adams still rides in 3rd.
We got a little Motorsport Outlet MDK sandwich there with Chisholm and Boniface, and Davalos in the middle.
Davalos in the 577. Rider out of South America.
Yeah, he had a fantastic ride up at Toronto. He had a big smile on his face afterwards. I think it did a lot for his confidence. I think that he was one of those riders that he went up to the 2 World Championship rounds in Canada, where there were very few lights guys, and it really did him a lot of good.
Those 2 rounds in Canada didn't pay points for a championship for the lights class, but a win is a win, and momentum is great, especially when you're getting ready to come down here for the season opener.
Supercross is all about building your confidence and believing in yourself, and having a couple extra real races under your belt. That way, when you get here to Anaheim, it's not like it's the first race. This is his 3rd race, where maybe some other guys will have a little bit of nerves.
And right now, Martin Davalos looking at a top 5 finish in heat number 1. Ryan Villopoto, on the other hand, looking at a heat win. He's on his last lap, and he's turned some pretty good times. His best of 58.1.
Man, Villopoto looks awesome tonight. He's before the sand section, there's 4 jumps coming out of that turn. He's the only lights rider that I've seen do a triple single going into the sand.
And in comparison for Villopoto, that 58.1 is 7/10 of a second quicker than Josh Hansen, who's running in 2nd place, his best ever.
I just love this time of year, though, Ralph. New bikes, new graphics, new gear. That as a rider, you really look forward to that stuff.
So do the fans, and that's why 45,000 of them have packed into the Angels Stadium here tonight. And Ryan Villopoto gets the Heat 2 win here tonight.
I don't think that's the last time we're going to see him take a checkered flag.
If everything goes as everybody thinks it will, we'll see a lot of this young rider, not only this year, but in the future. Remember, the top 9 are going to transfer. Davalos is going to go through. Chisholm will join them. The rest of the riders trying to make their way to the finish. This is the battle for the final transfer spot. And it looks like it might go to the 173 of Nathan Tierney. He's trying to, well, actually, he's trying to catch this rider right here at 80. And it looks like Owens is going to get it. Owens is just going to beat him there. Richie Owens will take that final transfer spot and make it straight to the main.
Well, the local people got to like that. Richie's out of Menifee, California.
Big crash here earlier on involving 3 riders. Getting the goggles ripped off by the tire. Here's the pass for the lead as Villopoto got around Hansen.
And completely checked out.
Top 9 going on, including Villopoto and Richie Owens. Let's check in now with Christophe Pourcel.
All right, down here with our heat number 2 winner, Ryan Villopoto. And Ryan, coming in, you were the talk of everyone, saying, man, you are kind of the contender for this West Coast Championship. Did you just make your first statement saying you are going to win this championship?
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of fast guys that are coming after me since we left outdoors on me on top. So, you know, everybody's going to be gunning for the top guy. And, you know, so am I. You know, I'm gunning to, you know, get out there and make my impression, too, of saying that, you know, I can still be up there in Supercross. As of last year, I got finished 3rd. But, you know, couldn't have done with all the sponsors, mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, whole family's here, and, you know, Monster Energy, Kawasaki, and, you know, Doug from Bridgestone, Toyota of Escondido, you know, just all the guys, thanks.
I love it when they thank their grandma and grandpa. Ryan Villopoto, our winner of heat number 2 in the lights competition.
Ryan Villopoto takes the win here in heat number 2. Supercross lights are done, but Kevin Windham and the rest of the Supercross class are coming up next. There's a great way to go to a Supercross, all bundled up in mom's arms, got a fresh bottle of milk, great racing action coming your way. Big crowd on hand here tonight at Angel Stadium. Ralph Shaheen alongside former Supercross champion Jeff Emig up here in the booth. Christophe Pourcel and Aaron Bates working down on the floor for us here tonight. Did you miss any AMA racing action? Want to relive the excitement? Watch all the 2007 AMA Supercross and Superbike events on Speed, on demand, online. And it's all free, courtesy of Yamaha. So log on now to speedtv.com, keyword Yamaha, and get up to speed. Well, we're getting set for heat number 1 of the big Supercross class. So Speed Up Close will show you what you've got to go through tonight to get into the main event of the Supercross class. 8 laps and heats, 20 riders, top 9 to the main, 10 through 20 go on to the last chance qualifier. James Stewart was the fastest in qualifying today with a 55.4. Before we drop the gate on heat 1, here's Christophe Pourcel with a Progressive Direct pre-race report.
Well, guys, it's hard to believe that Ivan Tedesco is even down here on the starting gate when his doctor just released him to start riding again this past Wednesday after breaking 3 bones in his left hand. If you remember what happened between him and James Stewart in Toronto. He's had only 1 hour on the bike plus 18 minutes today during practice. It's going to be intense for him. His hand is extremely bruised. He has no expectations, but he's going to go out there and give it everything he's got.
All right, Aaron, thank you very much. Apologize for calling you Krista there. Here's our Dunlop starting grid for heat number 1. Starting off heavy, too. Ricky Carmichael, Grant Langston getting ready for his first Supercross main event. Kevin Windham is in this one, and Tedesco as well. A lot of big names here, Jeff.
Yeah, it sure is. And Ivan Tedesco is going to be riding with a lot of pain tonight. I talked to him earlier. He said it hurts, but he needs the points.
3 broken bones in the top of that hand. Ricky Carmichael for the final time in Anaheim 1.
But pushed out by Tedesco and Langston. And Carmichael is third from the back.
Carmichael is buried in the back of the pack. Not the start that he wanted.
1 rider down already. That's the 79 machine of Jacob Marczak. It looked like Jeff Dement got the whole shot. But it didn't last as Tedesco now has the lead. And we talked about those broken bones on the top of his hand. How does he compensate for that here?
Well, the best I can figure is that he's going to have to compensate by leaning forward a little more, riding in a more forward body position so that he's not having to hold on. He says that when he lands on top of the tabletops, the on-offs, and he hits the throttle and the bike pulls, he says that's when it hurts the most.
Eric Sorby on that 917 rides in second place. Here comes Grant Langston on those new Yamaha colors for Grant. Rode for Kawasaki last year, number 8, sitting in 3rd. And right behind them comes Travis Preston on the Honda, number 11. Oh, Langston inside. He'll take over second place.
A couple of lights champions here battling out in the heat race. I was out at the Yamaha track last week with Grant Langston, working with this, or talking with his trainer. He says he's never worked with a guy that wants it as much as Grant Langston. Whatever he tells him to do, that he'll do it.
Here's Ricky Carmichael chasing Kevin Windham. He sits in 8th right now. Maybe 7th here in a couple more jumps. Yes, he is up to 7th now. Next challenge is to get around the 23 of Kyle Lewis. And he'll accomplish that through the whoops.
I spent a lot of time with Ricky earlier today. He definitely wants to stay safe. I really gather that, you know, he wants to win, but He wants to keep it on 2 wheels for sure. He's not going to risk everything, but he's gonna ride smart. He doesn't have 16 championships for no reason, you know.
And he passes Eric Sorby on the 917. And if you're wondering why Ricky Carmichael's number plate is red as opposed to the rest of the riders, that's because he is the reigning AMA Supercross champion. Special treatment for number 4.
There's a section there where only the 450s are jumping before the sand section. It's pretty awesome.
Carmichael's teammate on the Makita Suzuki factory team is number 9, Ivan Tedesco, our race leader here in heat number 1.
You know the thing, Ralph, he's been off for a month. He's so rested. He's been chomping at the bit. Ivan Tedesco I'm talking about. He's completely amped up. He's not fatigued in any way, you know, other than the hand injury. And he's focused. He's had a month to think about how bad he wants this, and he's going out and showing all of us right now.
Carmichael had 4th. He gets around Preston on the inside, takes over 3rd. Now he's going to go after Grant Langston.
Was that about 5 riders he just passed in the last
quickly
55 seconds?
Yep, about a lap and a half, and he's right up in there.
He makes it look so easy, and you know, I tell you, it's a real shame for all of us for this to be Ricky Carmichael's last season, because I love watching the guy ride.
Those names in red across the top of the screen do not hold transfer position straight out of this main event. It is straight or heat race. It's only those riders illuminated in green.
Man, the crowd is on their feet right now. They're going crazy.
That's because Carmichael is chasing after Grant Langston for 2nd. The pass is made, the cheers go up, and now Carmichael sets sail after his teammate Ivan Tedesco. They love RC here in Anaheim, and everybody knows this is the last time Ricky gets a shot at winning Anaheim. The one thing he told you and I earlier today was he just wants to put himself in a position near the end of the main event tonight to win. He doesn't want to do it on the opening laps, just wants to be there ready to go. He trained really hard during the Christmas break just for that.
It's kind of the same thing that we heard at the rounds up in Canada for the World Championship.
Change for the lead, and Carmichael gets around Tedesco. And Tedesco falls all the way to 3rd as Grant Langston gets around him as well.
You know, Tedesco cased part of that rhythm section. He came up short when he jarred the up face in one of those jumps that had to hurt that hand. You know, I've talked a lot in the past about how much I like watching Grant Langston ride too. This guy is a complete warrior. Carmichael passes him. He knows he's a smart rider. He's won numerous championships. He knows to stick to that rear wheel and try to learn something, follow his lines.
Ricky Carmichael's best time so far in this heat race is a 57.3. Nobody else is in the 57-second bracket yet.
Yeah, they need to be down into, Carmichael was a 57.9 that last lap. In practice, they were down around 56. James Stewart was in 55, so the track might be getting a little bit slower, but he's got a clear track now, so we'll see if he can put together a really good lap and set that fast time.
Does he really need to, since all he wants to do is put himself in position to have a shot at a win tonight in the later stages?
Well, as you work your way through the night with the qualifying, the fastest heat race gets fast heat race winner gets to line up first in the main event, so you get first pick on the gate, and it could be crucial.
Let's take a look at what happened with Jason Marsack here earlier. Watch him right here.
Yeah, he's on the outside, which is a bad position. He's just on the pegs, jumps up there, and he gets pinched. Like we've seen so many times, Ralph, once your front wheel catches that tough block, you're done.
And that's how the pass for the lead was done, as Tedesco got out of shape.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. He knows he just made a little mistake. Had a nice, comfortable heat race win going.
Carmichael down to the 56 range, a 56.5. You said he had to get there, and he did.
Well, just like I predicted, Ralph, as usual.
You're always right on top of it, aren't you?
Well, he's got a clear track here, and you know, probably some pretty good lines going through the whoops. I would like to see him pick up a little bit more speed going through this next whoop section.
Because you think that's where Stewart has the advantage right now?
Stewart definitely had the advantage in practice. It was unbelievable how fast he went through there.
We'll get a look at James Stewart in the next heat race. White flag is out. We are on the final lap here in Heat 1.
Well, we talked about Carmichael, how he just wants to put himself in the position. What do you think it is, Ralph? He's confident in his fitness that on the 18th, 19th, 20th lap that he is the strongest guy there. So if he's close, he's going to be able to take it.
Tedesco has lost another position. This to Travis Preston. He's trying to get it back. He goes inside of Preston on the 11. Can't get it done there. And Kevin Windham on the 14 is closing in as well. Windham is in 5th. Remember now, this might be Tedesco fading a little bit because that wrist is hurting at the top of his hand, I should say.
Yeah, we'll see. It might be one of those injuries where it only has so much strength in it.
Well, if that's the case, if you can't get through an 8-lap heat race, it's going to be really tough in a main event here, which is 20.
Yeah, it definitely will be. The whoop sections by the main event are going to get a whole lot tougher. We'll probably see the lap times drop a couple seconds.
Checkered flag for Ricky Carmichael. He wins heat number 1 here in Anaheim 1. This is the final transfer position. It belongs to Gibson on the 40 right now, and Jeff trying to get to the finish line as quickly as he can to hold off Kyle Lewis. Gibson through the last of the whoops.
Gibson on that Ceremonies Kawasaki this year, a brand new team, putting together a really good effort.
Jerry Dostal will go through, and so will Jeff Gibson. But Ricky Carmichael sets the tone with a 56.4. That's his best time. We'll see if James Stewart or Chad Reed or anybody else in heat number 2 can better that time and get that gate pick.
Probably feels great after watching the opening ceremonies and all that to actually get that heat race out of the way.
Here are the 9 riders going on through. Ivan Tedesco is going to go take a look at that hand. He struggled, but he got in 4th. Let's head downstairs to Aaron, who's with Ricky Carmichael.
Well, that's right. He battled his way all the way from 18th all the way up to 1st. Ricky, this afternoon you've been commenting on how technical this track really is. Is there any part of the track that you can improve on to shave off a little extra time?
You know what? No. This track takes a lot of patience. And you know what? Man, it's just tough. So you have to be careful, and you can't twist the throttle too much. You got to be super precise.
Take us through the pass of you and your teammate out there. Did you expect that? Did you expect to see number 9 in front of you?
No, well, he's a good hole shotter and a good starter, if you will. And you know what? He got out there, and I was looking like, sweet. You know, he needed that. He's been hurt, and glad to see him up there.
Ricky Carmichael putting it together for heat number 1.
Ricky said this was one of the toughest Supercross tracks he's seen in a long time. He said the key to getting through this one is to make sure you complete all the obstacles. If you mess up, it can bite you hard, and we've seen that already tonight. Chad Reed, how hurt is he? Will he make it through? We'll find out when we come back to Anaheim. Here at Angel Stadium between the Angels and the Giants. They packed in 44,000 people for Game 7. Over 45,000 will be here tonight for Supercross. And there is Chad Reed getting limbered up a little bit, getting ready for heat number 2. Here's the up close for Supercross heat number 2. James Stewart, as we said earlier, was the fastest in qualifying today for a 55.4. We'll see if he can get into that 55-second range in the heat, maybe steal away that number 1 gate pick for the main event from Ricky Carmichael. Let's head downstairs for another Progressive Direct pre-race report. Here's Christophe Pourcel.
Ralph, you mentioned Chad Reed getting the muscles limber. What they're doing, they actually have a stick. It kind of looks like a drumstick. They're using it to almost kind of loosen up the muscles in his shoulder. Remember, he's got that stress fracture in his shoulder. They likened it to kind of kneading bread, if you will. Kneading bread, kneading the muscles in his shoulder. A stress fracture and a cracked collarbone. He said it is so difficult. He is in so much pain. It hurts even to walk and breathe. Tonight, he's going to attempt to ride a motorcycle and make it into the main event.
Dunlop starting grid looks like this for heat number 2. James Stewart, David Vuillemin, Tim Ferry, the other factory Kawasaki rider, teamed up with James Stewart. We will have an onboard camera for you as well, which will be with Michael Byrne, who is also in this heat race. The 30-second board is up. And there's Michael Byrne's on board as we get set to go with heat number 2.
One thing we need to pay attention to, Ralph, is we need to see where the start is coming from, because typically there'll be a couple of lines that will perform better. They're flatter, straighter, maybe a little more traction, and the whole shot will come from there in just about every race.
There is James Stewart as we get set to go. Stewart gets the whole shot. Oh, down goes the 25 of Nathan Ramsey. A couple of other riders also involved in this one, including the 153 of Gregory Crater.
I tell you, Ralph, we've had riders go down off every start, even in the lights races here, whether it was the first race or second.
Chad Reed involved. He's hung up on a tough block.
That's in the third turn before the sand section. He must have got pinched off going into there.
Josh Shumney is giving chase to James Stewart. Somebody sits in second place right now.
Yeah, Chad Reed is third to last. There's only a couple guys behind him, and he's about half a track behind James Stewart right now.
Michael Byrne on the 26, the yellow machine on your screen, holds down third position right now.
Listen to the sound of those 450s, Ralph. These machines are unbelievable, and year after year they just keep making more power. It's crazy.
Oh, over goes Shumney hard. He's up.
Well, that was that outside line I was talking about that the 450 riders would jump. Coming into the sand section, you can triple and then single in, and it's got a really sharp peak on it there.
Oh, and another rider gets off course in the same area. That looks like Ryan Clark on the 32 it is. Let's find out what happened to Chad Reed as this one got underway. That's him in the spot shadow in the center of your screen.
He's coming down the inside. He doubles in. He's only got a single. And I don't know who it is. I can't quite see, but just pinches him off. And we've seen it already so many times tonight that once you clip a hay bale or a tough block right here, those things just stick and you're done.
That was Summy going down from Byrne's onboard camera.
How's the action here tonight so far? This has been great.
Well, we heard Ricky Carmichael say earlier that this track, you've got to clear all the obstacles or they can really reach out and bite you, and we're seeing that come to fruition tonight.
Now, this is the story right here. Number 7, James Stewart. He's expected to win the championship. He's the fastest guy by almost the second each lap. This is a great start to the season.
Well, not only that, but Kawasaki is basically demanding the AMA Supercross Championship out of James Stewart. They had told him they don't care so much about race wins. They want the AMA Championship, and they basically, for all intents and purposes, are insisting on it. Here's Nick Way on the 27, working his way up through the field. Nick right now getting around Tyler Evans to take over third. This is a great run for Evans.
Got Tim Ferry on the factory Kawasaki trying to sneak in there, get him a little better starting position.
Ferry trying to get inside of Evans. Tim on the 15. And he gets the job done.
That was close. That was almost the same thing that happened to Chad Reed off the start there.
Ferry, his first year on this new factory Kawasaki.
The difference you might notice here is factory Kawasaki's have black rims this year. That's because they picked up Monster Energy as a title sponsor.
That's just coming out in the last few days. Monster and Kawasaki tying up together in all of Kawasaki's factory racing efforts, whether it's on the dirt in the AMA Superbike Series or even on water with their personal watercraft.
It proves how dedicated to all of the motorsports that Monster Energy is.
Here's Chad Reed, and he's struggling right now, back in 12th. Remember, he's got to be 9th or better to get a direct transfer to the main event, or he might have to use a provisional tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of different scenarios that can happen. As long as Chad Reed rides a lap in the heat and rides a lap in the LCQ, he's going to be able to use a provisional no matter where he finishes in those events. He wants to go out and get at least a 9th here. That way he doesn't have to come out for the LCQ.
But you don't have a lot of those to use either.
Only 2 a year for each rider.
But Chad is going to have to get into that main event because his main goal here tonight was to get points. And right now he needs it. Remember, the names in red across the screen do not have a transfer spot to the main event. Only the riders listed in green.
Yeah, and I need to clarify that. It's only the top 10 in points that get to the main free card.
Oh, down goes a rider.
Nick Way.
It was Nick Way, who is battling with Ferry for third position. So that puts Ferry now up to third. The question is, will that help Chad Reed at all? Was he able to catch up to Way in time?
One guy that doesn't matter is James Stewart here. He's out front just setting blistering laps, 56.6 that last lap. He's flying.
But you told me during the commercial break he was definitely going to get into the 55, so you're a little short. What's the matter, Emmett?
It's early.
Okay.
Main event.
But he is quicker than Ricky, because Ricky was a 56.3 and James is at a 56.2.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a great battle here in the main event. And what's great is all you viewers on Speed are getting to see this live. It's like you're here at Anaheim 1.
David Vuillemin on the number 12, battling with Tyler Evans for fourth place. Evans on the 53.
Evans made a little bit of news this year, yeah, Ralph?
Tyler Evans involved in an incident on the track during the last chance qualifier at Vancouver. Oh, and he's all kinds of out of shape. And off the course goes Evans. And if he doesn't get back headed in the right direction, he's going to lose that transfer spot to the main event.
That was one heck of a ride. When you get your feet off the pegs going through the woods, and you got a bull turn coming up, it's not pretty. He had no chance of stopping that motorcycle, and he's very lucky that he didn't jump onto the oncoming traffic in that other lane.
Where is Chad Reed? There he is.
Chad Reed comes across in 9th that lap,
which is just good enough for a transfer to the main event. Chad Reed battling through pain and adversity.
You can see his last lap was a 1:03.1. His best lap is only a 1 minute flat, so he's off the pace quite a bit, but what's going to happen, he's going to loosen his shoulder up, get everything warmed up here in the heat race, qualify, do what he has to do, and then leave it all out on the table during the main event.
In talking to Jeremy Mcgrath about winning a championship, he said, to win a title, you have to do damage control, and that's what Chad Reed is trying to do here tonight.
Ricky Carmichael, yeah, said the same thing. Your championships are won on your bad days, and seeing how many points you can sacrifice on a bad night.
James Stewart taking a different approach. He needs to get out and let everybody know he's going to be the guy to beat this year. He's trying to do that here tonight. Quickest so far in his heat race, celebrating a little bit as he makes his way to the finish line jump. And James Stewart will win heat number 2, and he lays down a 56.2 second lap in the process. Should be the quickest lap of the main event. Now, keep an eye on that official results list over here on the left side of your screen. Until second place crosses, you won't see anybody else listed there. Look at how big the gap is to second place. It should be Michael Byrne, who just crosses the line 21.9 seconds behind James Stewart.
And here they start to trickle through. Ferry and Vuillemin, 3rd and 4th, which had a pretty good battle. Chad Reed here coming into the whoops to the right of the starting line. And it was some time ago when Stewart crossed the finish line.
Chad Reed will cross the line in 8th, actually. He picks up another spot right behind Tyler Evans. His teammate, however, Nathan Ramsey, comes up 1 spot short. James Stewart is going on to the main event. Here's a look at the results from heat number 2 and the names that are going on to tonight's main event. And a great run, Manuel Gomez Rivas, as he beats Nathan Ramsey to get a ticket to the main event. Good job, Manuel. Here's Christophe Pourcel.
All right, James Stewart just riding his Kawasaki up onto the winner's podium. Here we're going to let him take his helmet off. You know, with all the problems James Stewart has had this year, some of the crashes, some of the trouble in the Canada rounds, I have to imagine that even though this was just a heat race, it was pretty important for him to go out and really establish himself and run well. Is that true, James, coming off the Canada rounds, the trouble you had, that this was more than a heat race, wasn't it?
I mean, it was good to be back up and, you know, get another heat race victory. I had mine snapped a little while ago, but no, it's just I just got to get out here and just get through the race. You know, the track's super slippery, so just got to be smart out there and see what happens.
All right, James Stewart, he's back where he belongs up here winning the heat. And of course, the other big winner coming out of this has got to be Chad Reed. He does not have to go to the LCQ with his shoulder. Guys, that is huge.
It is absolutely huge, Kristen, no doubt about it. And a little later on tonight, we're going to get to see Chad and James and Ricky Carmichael all go at it in the main event here at Anaheim 1. We're coming back to Angel Stadium after this. Sizes here at the Supercross Series. It's a KTM Junior class getting ready. They do this each and every week on the Supercross Tour. And Supercross goes all across the country. If it gets anywhere near you, we strongly encourage you to come out and see it in person. Be a big part of it. It's a lot of great racing yet to go this year. Well, Sunday on Speed, don't miss the Speed Report. Go beyond the highlights and beyond the stats. Get the why with the Speed Report tomorrow, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, only on Speed. Speaking of speed, we're going to have an interview with Scott Speed. Yeah, that's right, Scott Speed, Formula One star, America's Scott Speed, Formula One star, is here with us tonight, as are a lot of other celebrities we'll be talking about throughout the night. We talked to you earlier about our Kawasaki Speed Poll. Who has the best chance of winning the Supercross main event tonight? Now, the voting is still going on, but so far, most folks think James Stewart has a shot at it. What do you think, Jeff?
Well, Chad Reed in a close second there with an injury. I wouldn't have predicted that, especially in Carmichael being his final one, only getting 30% of the vote. It's relatively close, but I would have thought Carmichael would have been either second or first in the voting.
Well, the voting is still going on, so if you think the GOAT, greatest of all time, has a shot at the win tonight, get a hold of us. Log on to speedtv.com to vote or text your answer to SPEED3 at 773333. Hey, Scott Speed, America's Scott Speed, Formula One star, coming up here when we come back to Anaheim.
Where are you from?
The KTM Juniors enjoying the racetrack here in Anaheim. This is such an exciting thing for the little kids to get out and actually ride the course that the big stars of Supercross are on. And you never know, you might see one of these riders competing at a Supercross soon. Ralph Shaheen alongside Jeff Emig and Christophe Pourcel and Aaron Bates with us here tonight. We hope you're enjoying our live coverage of Anaheim 1. First time ever live on TV and Speed. Happy to bring it to you. We've got a big night of racing still yet to go here from Anaheim. Lots of great racing, including last chance qualifiers and the main event still to go. And we're going to preview the East and West Coast divisions for the Supercross Lights class coming up before tonight's main event. Hi, once again, everybody. I'm Ralph Shaheen with Jeff Emig here next to us, but in the middle of us, hopefully somebody you've seen recently, Scuderia Toro Rosso Scott Speed, the only American competing in Formula One. And Speed Channel is so excited to be a big part of Formula One. And this year, the whole Fox family getting involved, as Fox will also telecast 4 Formula One races, including the U.S. Grand Prix. Scott, great to have you with us here this year. What brings you to Anaheim 1?
Hey, this is my off season, so whenever I can get out to California, I try to. And Red Bull's helped to get me out here and show me a good time, and to come out to the Supercross race and check it out, it's been awesome.
How big of a motorcycle fan are you?
Yeah, big fan. Anything with wheels and a motor, and it's fun, I like.
Naturally, so many race fans like myself excited to have an American back in Formula One and running well as you are. What can we expect out of you and your team this coming season?
I think next year is going to be the biggest step forward for us. It's going to be difficult because our team is still a small team, but the performance of the car should be a lot better, and I think you'll be seeing us on TV a lot more.
Obviously, the big challenge is every year you have to take your team to another level. What can we expect out of this team that maybe you guys found in the offseason? Anything new to help you?
You know, it's difficult. As all the teams are getting their cars NASCAR late January, we're going to know a lot more about exactly where we should be next year and what our goals will be at, at the end of January, beginning of February. But certainly I think we're going to be in the top 10 on a normal basis and the occasional top 5.
Obviously, everybody wanted to see if an American can do this. You're proving to them quickly that you can. Where do you see yourself going here with the series in the next year or so?
Next year is really the most important year for me. Next year is the year where I need to really define myself in Formula One to make sure I'm there for a long time.
Well, I certainly hope you feel, as all of us do, to feel that emotion and the cheering that all the American Formula One fans have for you as you go after it again this year.
No, I felt more than anything that in Indianapolis that we got such a huge support, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
Best of luck to you. Testing
Thanks.
season getting back underway for Scott here in January. The KTM Juniors continue to enjoy the racetrack here in Angel Stadium. And remember, Formula One coming your way this year on Speed and on Fox. We're back with more live Supercross after this. Monday on Speed, don't miss NASCAR preseason Thunder. Training camp on the track begins in Daytona. Find out who's fast and who's in trouble. NASCAR preseason Thunder, Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, only on Speed. There's a good look at Dylan Bollinger. Dylan just won the KTM Juniors race.
Yeah, that's got to be a fantastic feeling for these little guys. And I believe we've seen Michael Lessie here a number of years ago. So you never know. This guy, we could be announcing him as the main event winner at Anaheim 1 in some years to come.
Well, Dylan is a winner already here at Anaheim. Congratulations to all the competitors in the KTM Juniors race. Ernesto Fonseca was a huge part of the Supercross competition, racing for the Honda factory team, for suffering a very serious crash last year that has ended his racing career. His road to recovery has been a long and very, very tough one. The entire Supercross family was so happy to see Ernie back here today. We also have the opportunity to catch up with Ernesto, find out how his recovery is going.
I'm doing really good, just doing a little bit of therapy when I was in Costa Rica, and I'm doing fine, just kind of, I have to go to my hospital in Colorado for my 6-month re-eval, and I'm doing good, just happy to be here and happy to check out the start of the new season.
All of us to the Supercross family so happy to see Ernesto back, doing better each and every day, and we hope that that rehabilitation continues and the road to recovery is a winning one for Ernesto. We're coming right back to Anaheim. We hope you're enjoying our live coverage of the season opener of the App Mobile AMA Supercross Series Championship. Set for the Supercross Lights West Coast Series Last Chance Qualifier live from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Getting ready to go racing one more time to find the final few riders to get into tonight's main event. The KTM Juniors are wrapping up their event, exiting the racetrack, and we'll get underway. And here are the riders that qualified out of heat number 1. Top 9 from that heat went on. Same thing out of heat number 2. Although those are the Supercross names. We'll get you the names from Supercross Lights a little bit later. Well, let's touch base now with Aaron Bates for a Progressive Direct pre-race report.
Well, if you remember back in Toronto, he got his feet wet. That's the number 84 of Michael Willard aboard the KTM. He won his heat race there. He came in. He knew that the competition was going to be a lot stiffer here on the West Coast. He went to Canada to gauge his speed and his fitness against his opponents. He said he's not having the best of luck here tonight, but he's looking forward to a much better LCQ. His main goal here this evening is just to make it into the main event.
Well, he's going to get a shot at that real soon, Aaron, as we are just about set to get back underway. What do the mechanics tend to tell you, Jeff, as we take a look at our Supercross up-close graphic here about what is going to come out of this last chance qualifier? It's a 4-lap affair with 22 riders, top 4 going to the main. What kind of things do the mechanics tell you down there?
They're basically telling you to get the whole shot, make your life easy here. We've seen already tonight that turn 1, turn 2, and turn 3, that there's been riders going off the track, clipping the tough blocks. There's been trouble everywhere. So you have to get the whole shot, get out front, stay clean. Now, the only guy that we've seen that didn't complete that was Jason Lawrence. He whole shot at the first race and crashed on the first lap. So
here's our Dunlop starting grid for the last chance qualifier. Michael Willard, as you heard, one of the riders in the middle of this. Clayton Miller as well on the 147. if you don't get through here and on to the main, it's all over for the night.
Name that we noticed here, Josh Hill, number 58, a factory Yamaha rider, tucked back.